Hi, I'm Tad the Diet Coach, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about junk food and the effects this kind of style of eating can have with long-term ramifications on your mental health. Ironically, there's a growing body of research these days that is scientists are studying the effects of lifestyle components on anxiety and depression and these kinds of things, but especially with depression. And it looks the data strongly supports, as a matter of fact, very much supports that the more junk food that you eat, the things that are like breads and cereals and croissants and bread and crackers and cookies and junk food like hamburgers and these kinds of things that are so commonly consumed in our culture, have the more that those foods are consumed, the higher the risk for depression is in individuals. And they found that people who have high risk for depression tend to eat more and more junk food. So actually there's a 40% greater chance of that. So there is a direct correlate between our lifestyle, what we eat, and how it affects our moods and our mental dispositions, but especially anxiety and depression, but most significantly depression. And my wife, Bernadette, is a nurse practitioner, and I once asked her what was the most common complaint that people ask about when they come into to see her as a patient, and by far, hands down, 75% of sorts complain of depression or anxiety, and mostly depression, and so they're treated for that. And I would guess, my guess would be, and this is not supported by any data, but my guess would be that much of it has to do with lifestyle components, how they eat, how much exercise they get, how active they are, and these kinds of things. So when looking at your whole eating lifestyle, and there is a lot of people who support different methodologies of eating and those kinds of things. And there's nothing that replaces clean eating. Our bodies respond better to it. Our mental states are better, and the data supports this. The research supports this. But also, as a side note, and which I actually just posted a study up today on my fan page, that's talking about how this affects child development as well. So they found that pregnant women who ate junk food, higher amounts of junk food, had a higher incidence of children who had mood disorders, attention deficit, and depression and anxiety in their children. And of course, those children also, when they were children and grew up, and if their parents allowed them to eat more and more junk food, they also had an even higher increased risk of depression and anxiety and attention deficit and these kinds of things. So how we eat, especially some of the foods that are available in such high quantities and so easily available to us in our society, have a deep impact on our culture. So eat clean and be positive, and those are the best ways to keep our mental states in the best state possible. So this is Tad the Diet Coach saying be positive, and I will see you next time.